Oh my God, it smells like butter. This just makes me so happy. My God, I love my job. I'm not gonna lie, this video is a huge dream come true for me. Like, making videos is my job, and in this video, I get to eat every type of bread at once. For my job, I'm getting paid to eat bread. I have reached my peak. This is what success looks like to me. I'm done. I have accomplished my goals after this video. So this idea came about because I was like, what kind of video can I make around the Thanksgiving season? What do a lot of Americans do during Thanksgiving? Oh yeah, eat everything in sight. So then I thought, what would be my ideal feast? And voila, behind me, this isn't even all of it, every type of bread. I've never gotten to sit and taste test bread ever in my life until today. My dream's coming true, I told you. But then I was thinking, well, I can't just eat the bread. For you guys, I know you love me, but after a while, I don't know if you want to watch me just eat bread. And that's when I realized I am the bread queen. And thus my opinion on what breads are the best carries the most weight in this world. I've dubbed myself bread queen. I don't care about your opinions. Mine is all that matters. So yeah, today I'm gonna be taste testing every type of bread that's popular in the United States and I can get a hold of, and then ranking them on a tier list. Also, before I start, it's perfect timing because not only do we still have bread queen shirts left in the merch shop, today, I did not time this. It just happened. Today, I am dropping brand new merch with a design of my fake imaginary bakery that I would own if I didn't have a YouTube channel. So you can support me and my imaginary bakery by checking out the merch for a limited time only. More info about that in the description below. But anyway, I will be ranking each type of bread in 3 categories. The first, of course, the most important, flavor. And I will be tasting each plain and then with a little bit of butter because I feel like the butter test is needed. Category 2 is texture. And now a lot of these are not made from a fresh bakery, so I will take that into account. And the third category, I will be ranking them based on their functionality. What do you mean? Well, bread serves many purposes. And some of these breads, although maybe not the best in the flavor or texture category, may get points in the functionality, like how many uses for that specific type of bread. I have never been so excited in my life. When I checked out at the supermarket with all of this bread, they asked if I was having a bread party. That's how much bread I bought at once. Also, because it's the Thanksgiving season, a lot of stuff was out of stock. We might cut to another day because there's about like 6 types of bread I still need to get. There are literally so many types of bread. I could not cover them all, so I tried to pick the most accessible and or most popular in the United States. So don't come for me if I didn't pick your bread. Also, a side note, I had included croissants in this until I Googled and it said, no, it is considered a pastry. See, I researched this. So some things you might think are supposed to be in here are actually in a pastry category. But if you like this video enough, maybe I will do a bread pastry ranking. Please like this video enough. All right, we're gonna start with probably the most popular bread in the United States, and that is the white bread. Not gonna lie, this one was baked a little weird. God, I wanna eat it so bad. Here is our first contender, white bread. Ooh. Texture, I mean, 10 out of 10. White bread is one of my favorite things. There's like no nutritional value in it whatsoever, but I don't care. All right, we're doing a non-butter taste test. As sad as it is, I could just eat this by itself with nothing. Thumbs up. And then I got the best of the best butter, Kerrygold. Shout out to my Irish viewers out there. Okay, we got some nice butter here. That is some yellow butter. And that's why you know why I picked a yellow shirt. I'm butter. The butter taste test. It's just so good. Functionality, I mean, it's the best with grilled cheeses, peanut butter and jelly, any sandwich for that matter. I feel like I'm gonna put white in the absolute best. I'm between excellent and absolute best. They can shift as I go when I start remembering what other types of bread taste like. White bread is off to a great start. Might be the most American ranking ever. Okay, now we got whole wheat bread. Now I must disclose, I learned there is a difference between whole wheat bread and wheat bread. I don't really know what. Wheat bread is one of those deceptive breads where you're like, I'm gonna order wheat bread. It's healthier. It's not. All right, again, texture exactly the same as the white bread. Very nice. My God, I love my job. Nice, but not as good as the white bread. It has like that hint of healthiness. You know what I mean? Even though it's not. I think butter will make it a lot better. Wheat is definitely a step down from white. But now it's kind of making me think that white needs to be like here. Because I wouldn't, if this is a step down from white, I wouldn't say this is excellent. I would say it's like great. Also, you may notice that there's no bad category. I'd still eat it means it's the worst one. And I'd still eat it. So yeah, we're moving white down. Like slightly. If there was a category in between absolute best and excellent, white would be right there. Wheat in the great category. Same functionality as white bread, same texture as white bread. Just the taste is slightly not as comforting. Okay, so we started with two that I usually like. Let's move on to two that I'm not usually a huge fan of. We have dark pumpernickel. The only pumpernickel I usually enjoy is the one that's from Outback. Okay, this one, nice texture. I'm not a fan of like the smell of pumpernickel. Taste test by itself. What's in pumpernickel? Ah, it's made with rye flour. That's another type of bread I'm not a fan of. That's also on this list. Definitely not as good as the Outback one. What do they put in theirs? Actually, the butter might make this a lot better. Okay. The butter saved it. That's probably why I like the Outback one. So happy my diet is starting after Thanksgiving. Went in for a second piece. You definitely need butter. I feel like for bread to get up in this category, it needs to stand by itself. So pumpernickel tastes by itself. Bleh. Taste with butter, good. Texture's good. Functionality, like it's good on certain sandwiches, but not all sandwiches, I feel like. So I think we're doing, you know what? I don't even think I would want it as a sandwich. I know some people love this. I know I'm gonna get hate on this video. You can make your own tier list, okay? I'm bread queen. I'm putting it in the okay category because the only way I would want to eat this bread is with butter. I have spoken. Continuing with breads I'm not really a fan of. Sourdough. I used to absolutely hate sourdough. Like I wouldn't even eat it as a kid. Now that I'm older, if I get like a nice fresh baked one they sometimes give you at restaurants with some oil, I will enjoy it. Sometimes they make avocado toast out of this. That's very good. So let's see, because I haven't had a piece of it by itself in a very, very long time. Also, fun fact, sourdough is one of the hardest breads to bake. So you're just getting bread facts from me. You're learning so much in this video. You're welcome. Also, make sure to leave a like if you like that I rank food, because I would very happily make a million of these videos for you. I'm like, but my audience wants it. It's for work. I don't care that I've gained 50 pounds. Okay, sourdough texture. I feel very strongly about this, as you can see. It usually feels hard. There's lots of holes in it, which means you don't get as much bread as you would with any other type. Men love sourdough. Every time I say I'm not a big fan of sourdough, if I say it to a man, they're like, I love sourdough. What is that? Then the sourness hits you after. I don't know which I hate more eating by itself, pumpernickel or this. I think I hate the pumpernickel more. Yeah, okay. Pumpernickel, I'm surprised, is still worse by itself. Sourdough by itself, eh. And now with the butter taste test. Let's see if it saves it like the pumpernickel. Okay, butter taste test was not as good as the pumpernickel. Functionality, it's a little better for me than the pumpernickel because you could use it for avocado toast. You could use it with some like oil. It might be in the same category as pumpernickel though. I feel the same way about it as I feel with pumpernickel. I feel like younger Lauren would put it in the I'd still eat it category, like it's the worst of the worst for her. But I think adult Lauren will let it graduate up to the okay category. These breads are okay in specific situations with specific toppings. There you go. I'm gonna move on to what I believe is going to be my absolute favorite out of all of these, just to, you know, get the taste of the other ones out of my mouth. Sliced French brioche. This is the epitome of bread, I feel like, to me. Look at how thick this is. Oh my God, they're each individually wrapped like cake, like pound cake. Oh. Brioche is very good as French toast. It's also good as a lobster roll bun, and it's delicious to eat by itself. Okay, let's take this off so I don't accidentally eat it like an animal. Oh my God, it smells like butter. It feels like happiness. It feels like a pillow. This just makes me so happy. Okay, ready? Brioche by itself. It's so good. It's like not sweet, but is sweet. Oh my God. This doesn't even need butter, but I mean, it's delicious, but I feel like the butter kind of ruins it a little bit. Not the biggest functionality because it's so thick and heavy, but because it can stand on its own and the texture and everything just makes you happy. Going an absolute best, which I figured. And I definitely want to eat the rest of it, but I shouldn't. All right, moving on to one that's also one of my favorites, challah bread, hand-braided challah bread. Okay, this is a weird one because it's not sliced. We're just gonna, okay, texture, not bad. It has a unique texture. And now the taste. All right, let's try the butter test. I don't know. I thought challah would be higher for me, but I think challah might be going into the great category, but we might move it. We'll see. All right, let's move on to some breakfast breads. First up, we have bagels. Now this is gonna be interesting because I usually eat bagels with something on them, not just like by themselves. Texture of a bagel is very good. I'm like running out of things to say about each one. I'm just like, it's good. Okay, I forgot how good like bagel. Taste by itself, good. Taste with something, way better. Functionality, very good. Sandwiches, breakfast. You could turn them into pizza bagels. You kidding me? Okay, I think bagels are going in the excellent category. And then we have English muffins. Fun fact, my mom used to eat English muffins all the time, and I used to hate them. I don't know why. I like them now. You got all the little nooks and crannies. Not a huge fan. I think what it is I know there's so many better breakfast breads out there, like bagels, just white bread toast, French toast, pancake. Like I would rather have those type of breads than this. I'm disappointed. Functionality, it's pretty functional. It's easy to put a breakfast sandwich or a regular sandwich, or you could do the same things as bagels. I'm like stuck between good and okay. I'm gonna do the good category. It's definitely a step up from these two for me. Ciabatta bread. I don't think I've ever bought myself ciabatta bread. The only time I will eat ciabatta bread is if a sandwich comes on it. Grilled chicken sandwiches on ciabatta bread. Mwah. Texture is like sourdough. Try it by itself. I should just show you what I'm looking at. It's my bread scraps! Yay! Some birds are gonna be very happy later. Butter. I feel underwhelmed. I think ciabatta is good as a sandwich bread, but not so much just eating it. It's not bad. I'd say it's in the good category. It's with that English muffin. I'm still waiting to see what the I'd still eat it bread is gonna be. Maybe the matzo, because it's more like a cracker, not a bread. Okay, next we have a baguette. Oh God, okay. I knew I was gonna have this problem. Baguettes are very hard. French baguettes are very good, but I usually only like them at restaurants again. Texture, not great because it's really hard, but that could also be my fault. It's been sitting around for a day. Taste is not bad. I feel like we're starting to get into the harder breads for me. I feel like this goes into the good category too. It's good, but it has its special place. I wouldn't just go pick it up for no reason, just to have as like a bread, I don't know, snack. Do people do that? Is that just me? Okay, the last three for today are all flat. Let's try tortillas first. All right. I like it. Definitely way different than we've had. Texture is interesting. Definitely doesn't give you those warm fuzzies that like regular bread does, but taste by itself, very bland. But I've never buttered a tortilla before, so this is gonna be interesting. Ooh, buttered tortilla, kinda good. Now, tortilla on its own, it's kind of like, but the functionality of this thing is amazing. Love Mexican food with it. Love making wraps out of it. I think that's gonna bring it up to the great. Tortillas are great. Love tortillas. I think I'm going a little bread crazy. What do you think? There's just a stick of butter under it. I don't feel good about myself. I'm happy, but I don't feel good about myself. Moving on to pita bread. I haven't had pita bread in forever. I used to make like tuna pita pockets, and then I don't know what happened. 200 calories, that's why. I'd rather have a tortilla. Very floppy. There's lines down the middle, so you can go like this, and then you can fill it. So this bread was made to put stuff in and not eat by itself, but whatever. You know what it tastes like? It has the same taste as English muffins, I feel like. Butter doesn't help it. I'm gonna put it in the okay column because I don't crave pita. I don't think I've ever craved a pita. And now looking at the rest of the breads, I don't think any of them are gonna be in this category. So you know what? All right, there we go. Absolute best, excellent, great, good. I'd still eat it. If one comes along that's absolutely disgusting, I will add it back, but I can't see any of these. Oh, maybe the rye. It might be coming back. We'll see. But for now, let's move on to the naan bread. Naan is one of my favorite things whenever we get Indian food or hummus. We used to make pizzas out of this. Better than pita. Oh yeah, it's good with butter, but better with hummus. Naan is gonna go up in great. I love naan. I use it just as much as tortillas. Oh, Bobby is here. Bobby, would you like to see my rankings so far?
Absolute best, excellent, great, good. I'd still eat it.
Look at my plate.
Oh my God.
Tell me this isn't the best bread. It just makes you happy.
It's so soft.
Is there anything you disagree with in my... I know there's one thing you disagree with.
Oh, sourdough, but...
See? I said every man I ask about sourdough, they like sourdough.
English muffin you have too low. I love English muffins. You're supposed to
I don't.
toast them.
They need to taste good on their own.
Don't taste good to me.
That's the only disagreement of my ranking. Sourdough and English muffins are too low.
Yep, for now.
For now, I still have 9 left. Oh my God. Okay, say hello to not so full-on bread, Lauren. That's like a day or two later in 3, 2, 1. That transition was probably terrible. I apologize. Unless editor Emily was able to make gold out of my crap. Like she always does. And it's funny, I'm basically the same Lauren as yesterday with my baguette earrings and hair clip. And my shirt is the same with Bread Queen, but it's the gray one. Anyway, I was able to get the majority of the rest of the bread we were missing, but there's a couple that I'm missing. So we're just gonna have to go off memory for those. Let's start with the one I know I'm gonna hate, the rye bread. Texture's not bad. Ugh, I guess I just don't like rye. I guess that's my problem. Nope. Ugh. Oh, God. I didn't think I'd hate it this bad. All right, the butter test. Let's see if butter's gonna save it. Just like the pumpernickel, butter saved it a little bit. Functionality, same as pumpernickel. It's going down with the pumpernickel. Okay, so the next one is multigrain. I picked the brand that I usually eat, which is Dave's Killer Bread. Now, this is definitely a health bread. As you may already know, multigrain has this lovely grainy texture, usually throughout the bread and on the top. You know what's funny? I think I like this more than the regular wheat bread. I thought it would be about the same. It just has more flavor. I don't know what category to put this in. I feel like it's not at the same level as white and bagel, but I feel like it's a step above what's in this level. Nah, I think it's right. I think this is a good level for it. I'll just list them in the order that I think they are. I think it's multigrain, challah, maybe tortilla. Yeah, wheat's probably at the end of this one. Rearrange this a little bit. I think rye is the worst, then pumpernickel. Yeah, that's a good order. So this is best all the way to least favorite. Cool, moving on. So at first I wasn't gonna include this, but every bread list that I went through said matzo was a bread. It's just, it doesn't have yeast. Not for Passover use. Oh, why? But it's kosher. I'm confused. I don't know. It's matzo. Oh my God, they're huge. What? I don't think you're supposed to eat this with butter, but we have to. It's part of the test. All my Jewish viewers are laughing at me right now. I mean, it's like a cracker, right? Ooh, I like it a lot. It's kind of like a saltine. All right, we're gonna try and spread some butter on it. Mmm. Not bad. I thought butter would be weird with it, but it's not bad. Ooh, I like this better than I thought. I'm honestly very close to putting it in excellent. We'll do great. We'll go with great because the texture is nice, but it's so different than regular bread. Like, I feel like the texture of the first 3 just make me like happy and comforted. Matzo doesn't comfort me. It's not soft and fluffy. It's hard and salty. And moving on, the last 3 I was able to get are probably gonna be pretty high up on the list for me. The first being biscuits. It makes me very sad that my British friends don't have buttermilk biscuits. Like, biscuits in England are cookies. And when I tried to explain what a biscuit was to one of my friends, they were like, oh, like a scone? And I said, no, it's probably the same texture as a scone. Also, these biscuits are kind of weird. It's still good. Biscuits just make me so happy. That was the butter test. It's weird. It has like a cake texture, but it's not cake. I think it's got to go in the excellent category. I feel like it's one of the best things to have a breakfast sandwich on. There's biscuits and gravy in the morning, KFC biscuits, Pillsbury biscuits. Like, anytime somebody gives me a warm, fresh made biscuit, I'm just happy. Continuing on with American Southern breads, cornbread. And I can't believe I had to buy this giant cornbread just to get one piece of cornbread. I'm literally just gonna lay all this out for Thanksgiving. Oh God, it smells so good. I feel like something's gotta move. I gotta rearrange this list a little bit. Something else has to go into the absolute best category. Let's see cornbread. It's so good. Spreading butter on cornbread is not easy. It just keeps breaking apart. Butter toast. That is good. Because it's like a sweet but savory, but I feel like functionality and texture are lacking. Flavor, unbelievable. I don't know. I'm between absolute it is one of my favorite things, I feel like. But I don't know. Let's put in excellent for now, and we're gonna reassess at the end. So this last one that I have is banana bread. And I say it like this because I looked all over the store and there was no banana bread. I don't know where it is. I usually also make banana bread often because we have bananas that go bad and I don't like wasting them. I use it as an excuse to make banana bread. So I instead am gonna take into account what I know banana bread tastes like. But I also found banana nut muffins. Slightly different. Banana bread might be absolute. I literally make it at least once a month, if not every other week. There's just something about it. It's like a dessert, but it's not. Stop and Shop's muffins are good. Just saying. I think it's going in absolute best. It makes me as happy eating it. Same happiness level as brioche. If you can see, there's a little bit of a pattern going on where the sweeter breads for me are up top and the more like, not bitter, but like sour, non-sweet breads are at the bottom. Now there's 3 left. There's pretzel. I could not find a proper soft pretzel, so I'm gonna have to judge this off memory. Like a fresh baked Annie Ann's pretzel. Absolutely. I love any pretzel place in the mall that makes you a pretzel. Soda bread. I have only tried Irish soda bread and I love having it around St. Patrick's Day. I couldn't find one because they don't really make it when it's not around the holiday. It's definitely the best with butter. I'll say that goes in the great category. And focaccia was a weird one. I couldn't find a regular focaccia bread with nothing in it. I'm gonna put this in the good category. I like focaccia, but I feel like it's not readily available to me a lot. That one I probably should have had to judge. I'm trying to decide if I should put another category because the great category is very big. See, I shouldn't have taken away that category. We're putting it back. This needs to be official. This is the only time I'm gonna make this video because my stomach hurts. All right, we have a new line. I'm gonna take a second to rethink these and organize them for the ultimate ranking. Okay, I have my final results. I even ranked them per line. In first place, we have brioche, of course. Second place, banana bread. Third place, pretzels. This is right on the border of being the absolute best and just excellent. Because I had to take into account like non-buttery, delicious pretzels. You know what I'm talking about when you go to like a baseball game and it's just like those more dry, or the movie theater and it's those dry, soft pretzels. Those are good too, but not as good. The excellent category, white bread. Corn bread, second. Bagel, third. Biscuit, fourth. Like I said, these are just my rankings. Don't get mad. You can feel free to put your rankings below. And actually, I will link this tier list if you guys want to do your own. Then I can view the community rank and see how spot on you guys are with mine. In the great category, we have multigrain, followed by challah bread, soda bread, particularly Irish soda bread, tortillas, and matzo. In the good category, we have naan. I was sad to move this down. It's pretty close to great. Then there's wheat, focaccia. I moved up a little bit because then I remembered it's the same texture and taste as pizza dough. And then a baguette. You know what? I'm moving it a little higher. It's going into the first place of good because I just remembered some baguettes I've had in my... It needs to be fresh. Okay, English muffins, ciabatta, and pita. Pita moved up a little bit. And then the I'd still eat it category. Sourdough, followed by pumpernickel, followed by my least favorite, which is rye. Yay! I've definitely eaten more bread in the last 2 days than I have in a very long time. So I hope this video does well because I spent a lot of money and now I have to freeze all this bread and my stomach hurts. But I'm glad I did it. Now it lives on forever on the internet. So when people are like, what's your favorite type of bread? I can just point them to this video and it's way more information than they'd ever want to know. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this and you want to see me rank more things. I had a lot of fun doing it, so I don't mind doing more. Also, like I said, I will link this tier list in the description if you want to try it yourself. Let me know in the comments below what you majorly agree or disagree with me on. I'm really curious to see if I stand alone in a lot of these rankings. I'm sure I do. And of course, if you're new to the channel, why not hit the subscribe button? It's right there. If you're looking for something else to watch, why not check out one of these videos? There's also more bread related videos in the description too. And my new bakery merch, like I mentioned earlier, the link is right here. For anybody who celebrated Thanksgiving, I hope you had a good one filled with family and food. And as always, I will see you guys soon.